welcome. Yeah, I'm going to get your mic. I'm going to get your mic. You're live.
Hi there.
Hi there. Welcome.
Welcome.
I am Jen.
And I'm Marsha.
And you are at TFAR Reasons for our Facebook Live to the Tropics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look tropical. I don't look tropical.
Yeah, and I didn't really plan it that way, but
That's very cute.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome. I'm with TFAR Reasons, and
I'm Marsha with Vintage for All Reasons.
Vintage for All Reasons. And we are glad you have joined us for tonight. Feeling a little discombobulated for whatever reason. I think because the music was causing video problems, but we got that squared away. So like I said, to the tropics. And so we're going to feature some of our tropical teas, and she has a fun baking demo. No actual
cooking.
Baking.
Yeah, cooking.
It's a cooking demo.
Yeah, cooking.
And we think it'll be short. We're going to try to keep them shorter.
Yeah.
But I want to remind you of our website. So I'm tforallreasons.com, and you are
Vintage for All Reasons at .etsy.com.
right. And then the Facebook group. So you're currently at the Facebook page for the business. But we have a Facebook group, and it's a private group. So you do have to answer some questions to get approved to the group. But if you go to facebook.com/groups/T4All Reasons, you'll find our group. Come and join us. We have about 870.
We do, yeah.
That are now in the group.
Yeah.
And
it's really cool because a lot of folks have posted some really pretty pictures or things that they own or things that they have found. And yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping that y'all will start posting more stuff because it's harder for me to post since I have to be at the day job office during the day. So anyway, so the Facebook group, come join us there if you're not already in there. And then our email addresses. So my email is info@tforallreasons.com.
Mine is info@vintageforallreasons.com.
Right. Neither one of us is showing stuff, but we have stuff.
Yes, we always have stuff.
We have stuff. So obviously I sell tea, but I also sell, I call it necessities. So tea sacks, infusers, teapots, teacups, mugs, you name it. I sell that kind of stuff. And then you sell vintage.
Yeah. And I have just not been able to do much in that regard. And I usually have a lot of things that I've sewn, and I haven't been able to sew.
Yeah.
So, but I'm really hopeful that I will be able to get back to that in the future. And I was kind of hoping that I would be able to do a one-day Christmas in July thing on the page, and I'm still hopeful. But that would probably be the last week of July. So that would not be not this coming week, but the week after. Yeah. But it all, I'm taking it day by day.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, because if you don't know, she's dealing with a problem with her neck. And so that every day is different.
Every day is different.
What she's able to do.
I say it's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
I never know.
Yeah.
But I will say that I'm very thankful that today has been more manageable, and right now it's more manageable. So I'm very thankful. Last week was not good.
Yeah.
Last Saturday was not good.
Yeah, which is why we postponed to tonight. So it worked out for me too.
It worked out great.
It worked out. God knew.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, I still have a bunch of teas discounted in the shop. They're going to remain discounted through the summer. I'll probably, the things that are going to get closed out, I'll close those out by the end of August, and they'll be removed from the shop and no longer available. And then anything that I'm keeping, but I'm going to put back on regular price, probably the end of August as well. So, make sure to check those teas out. It's in a sales section on the website, and buy that stuff.
And I found it was the tropical fruit one that I fell in love with, and I was so sad, but that it was going to be discontinued. But I was so glad that I had ordered it and tried it, and then reordered.
Yeah, and I actually just restocked that today.
You
I had
did?
a little bit left, so I restocked it. In the
It's
shop
so
today.
good. It's a black tea.
Black tea. Yeah,
And
I had many to choose from for
Yeah.
today, and I did not bring that one.
Yeah,
but it
but
is
that-
a nice one.
It is a nice
Yeah,
one.
but that is discontinued, so I can't get more of it.
I know. Yeah.
That's the problem. Some
Yeah.
of these teas are discontinued, and I can't get any more of it, and so I need to clear the decks so that I can bring in some new.
Yeah, but it's really a good time to stock up on some of those, maybe that you haven't tried.
Right.
But at the price, it's just great.
They're about 40% off right now.
Yeah, so really good price.
So I'm going to show tea later, but we're going to get to the cooking demo because it's not long, but it is a little lengthy.
Yeah,
when you add in all the time.
We're hoping there won't be a lot of dead time.
Yeah,
we've got to find
we're going to
things
fill
to
the time.
talk
I know
about.
it's not long, but it's kind of long. It's got some filler time. We're going to make it work.
We're going to make it work. Yeah, we were trying to do the choreography of everything,
Yeah.
and this is what we came up with.
I think
so
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
But we're both going to be involved over there.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I'll be on the side stirring.
Yeah.
While she's doing stirring on the other.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna get to it.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get started.
All right.
So.
I'll bring in my beverage.
This is kind of a combination of two of my favorite elements to a dessert, and I combined them because of the tropical fruit, to the tropics theme that we have, and I just thought it would really work. So this is actually my recipe for rice pudding. I love rice pudding. I don't know about you, but I just really love it, and I don't make it very often. I used to make the custard version. I'm going to go ahead and get this started, though, because I'll save the things I want to talk about. But this is a stovetop version of rice pudding, and so this is going to be rice pudding topped with a tropical fruit sauce, and I think you're going to like it, and it's really very easy to do, and it keeps in the fridge, and great company.
Mm-hmm. Are we flipping these? That over here?
We can.
Yeah. Unless you want it on the bigger.
Yeah, I think I want that on the bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I had posted this recipe, I think about a year ago, because I had made this version with raisins and pistachios, but we're not doing that. I'm changing the elements a little bit, but this is just a creamy rice pudding. I've already made the rice, and you want to use leftover rice, basically. This is 3 cups. The recipe makes 3 cups of rice. Now, I used jasmine rice. It's wonderfully aromatic and a longer grain. You can use whatever rice you have, or you can use minute rice or whatever, but I just really like the jasmine rice, and it cooks up really nicely and faster than you think it's going to. And then just let it sit, or you can put it in the fridge and do it the next day. So we have 3 cups of cooked rice, and to that we're going to add 1.5 cups of whole milk. And
are we turning on this?
Yep.
Stove?
All right. All right, there's 1.5 cups of whole milk.
And the heat is?
And we're going to do that on a medium heat.
Okay.
And it is something that you need to stir, because you don't want
you don't want it to stick.
You don't want it to stick on the bottom. And to that, we're also going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup of sugar. And we're going to cook that until it's creamy, and it's going to take probably 15 minutes. And so Jen's going to stir that.
Yep. I'm going to stand here
and
stirring.
Yeah, and you don't have to stir it the whole time, but you definitely don't want to let it sit and go walk off and do something else. No. All right, and then once this gets to be at a nice thick and creamy consistency after about 15 minutes, then you're going to add the eggs and the remainder of the milk, and vanilla and butter and a little bit of nutmeg. So we'll do that once that gets to the place where it needs to be. All right. So now, in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, we're going to start the fruit top sauce. And I don't know if you have made a fruit sauce before. Will you post the recipe? Absolutely. Now, if you want the recipe now, it's at Food for All Reasons. You can do a search for rice pudding, and it's the same recipe, although, as I said, the original recipe on Food for All Reasons has raisins, and this one I'm not doing raisins. And I also had used pistachios as a garnish, and I'm not using those. But so if you want it now, or yes, I will post this whole recipe with the fruit topping maybe tomorrow, at the latest on Monday. Okay? All right. So let's, so what we're going to do is have on top of the rice pudding, when it's done and it's spooned into your bowls, then you're going to spoon on this fruit topping. And the fruit topping is an orange juice base with, we're using tropical fruit. Now you could use any fruit you want, but in this case we're doing tropical fruit. And so we'll have mangoes and pineapple and banana. And we'll mix those in once the sauce has had a chance to cool a little bit. Okay, so let's get on with the orange sauce. So what we have is 2/3 of a cup of fresh orange juice. And I did use oranges. I did make it fresh. And it's the juice of 2 oranges, and they were pretty good sized oranges. No, this is not in the cookbook. I'm sorry. One day we'll get around to making another cookbook. There are a lot of recipes stacked up, ready to go into a new cookbook. Once I get well, I have a whole lot of things I want to catch up on. Not only a cookbook, but my devotions book, which is slowly coming along. It was supposed to be all done by now, but we're going to get to it. Again, God knows the timing. So, all right. So now we've got the orange juice, and to the orange juice, we're adding 2 teaspoons of cornstarch.
Don't mind me.
And 1/2 teaspoon of orange zest. And that's just going to make it even.
Woo! See, this is why I moved the handle and I moved it back.
Yeah.
Your sleeve is...
My sleeve.
Do you want to trade places? Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. We're going to be doing a lot of stirring.
A lot of stirring.
That's all right. So this, the fruit sauce is not going to take very long, and because everything, the juice was at room temperature, and so it's going to thicken, and then we're going to let it sit and cool, and during our break time, everything is going to cool, and then we'll do our tea, and then we'll come back and spoon the rice pudding into the bowls and put the fruit topping on. This fruit topping, this is a good basic method of a fruit sauce that you can use for so many things. Other fruits.
Yeah, you could do berries.
You could do berries. This is great for instance, if you wanted to do a blueberry sauce, you could use actually blueberries make their own sauce. But what you would do is you would take a little bit of the juice from the blueberry and mix cornstarch in it and then add it back in, and that would thicken up your sauce. Yep. So cornstarch is what you use, and you don't want to use flour. You want to use cornstarch because you want your fruit sauce to be translucent. You don't want it to be cloudy, and if it's done with flour, it would be cloudy like a gravy. So cornstarch is the key.
What are you looking for?
I didn't see her put in cornstarch.
Yeah, I did.
She did.
Yeah, it was in one of those bowls. And, yep. Okay, so that's where we are.
We're just stirring.
We're just stirring away.
Stirring.
If you have any other questions,
Can you see both pans on camera? Okay.
Oh, cool. Okay. And so the fruit sauce, you're just going to stir until it starts to get thick. And even after you take it off of the stove, it's going to continue to get a little bit thick.
Yeah, as it cools down.
As it cools down. So you don't want to leave it for too long.
Yeah, and the rice is starting to get thicker.
Oh, good.
So if there's only one cook, which one of these would you do first, and then
The rice.
later?
Yeah,
You would do the rice first.
because that's going to take longer to cool down. Although I must say it's
It's
wonderful.
nice warm. I like it
Yes,
warm.
I like it warm too.
So you would do the whole rice thing first and let it sit, and then you would do your
Yeah, because this is not going to take very long at all.
your fruit sauce, but because we're on right. This is where on a television show they edit.
They edit, yeah.
They edit,
For the
and
sake
then they
of
come
time.
back for the sake of time, and your rice pudding is ready, and your fruit sauce is ready.
And this is
So we're
starting.
live,
Yeah,
so that doesn't work.
this is starting to thicken already.
Yeah.
So
And the rice is too.
oh, good.
The rice is just for if you cook by feel, which you should cook by feel.
Mm-hmm.
It feels kind of like oatmeal or porridge,
Right,
thick. Like when I'm stirring it, it has that consistency.
right. So I want to.
like grits.
I want to show this. This is really starting to thicken up, rather. And I'm not going to leave it too much longer. It's just about ready to come to a little bit of a boil. Yeah. So once it starts to thicken, you cook it for 1 minute more, and then this will be done. And then I think we'll be able to move on
Yep.
to this one. And I left the pulp in the orange. I just love the pulp. So, I mean, you don't have to have the pulp. You can strain it out if you want to.
Thank you.
You don't like pulp in the orange juice.
I don't like pulp.
At all?
Not really. Not really.
Okay. This is done. So I'm moving that off.
Yeah, you can check this because I think this may be close too.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Okay. So now let's finish up.
This has got a bubble. This is bubbling.
It's got a bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the next step is to add the egg to the remainder of the milk. All right, let me get this one out here. Okay. So we're going to mix this up.
Do you want to temper it with?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. So here.
Well, I can just pour a spoon of it in the cup measure.
Well, okay. I can do that.
So you stir. So we're going to temper the milk and the egg so that we don't cook the egg.
Yeah, you don't want
We don't want
scrambled eggs.
eggs. But by putting a little bit of the rice mixture in the
Put a little
milk and
bit
the
more.
egg mixture, it brings that up to temperature without cooking the egg.
Perfect.
And then you can pour that mixture into the rice. Are we ready? Do you want more?
Yeah.
I can do another one. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I want it to feel warm.
Yeah, the key is not scrambling those eggs. You should be good. I've put quite a bit in there.
Okay.
All right, and then we should switch.
You want to switch to this burner?
I was going to switch. No, I was going to switch to the whisk.
Oh, to the whisk. Gotcha.
Too late. Too late. No,
No?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. I got it.
All right. Okay, now to that, we're going to add the, all right, yeah, it's got to cook for 2 more minutes,
Yeah.
and then we're going to add the other.
Yeah. So the egg gives the rice pudding a custardy texture and flavor
Mm-hmm.
by adding the eggs in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could also do this with tapioca pudding, this fruit topped. And I've also done it years ago. This is when I first discovered this fruit, the wonderful flavor of this fruit sauce was for a custard. It was an egg custard. And they don't make the instant. At least I haven't been able to find it, but it was an instant egg custard, no bake egg custard that you would add cream cheese and cook it, and then put it in the fridge to set, and then take it out and use the fruit topping on top. And I did that as an easy dessert for company for years until I could no longer get the custard.
What? My hand is cramping up because I don't normally use a spoon.
Okay,
like
that's
that.
been 2 minutes, so I think we're good.
I got it.
All right, there's a tablespoon of butter.
Delicious.
All right, we take it off the burner. We add the vanilla. It's a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, the recipe in the past, I have actually used nutmeg as, to garnish the top. But in this one, and I've done that with a baked rice pudding before. But this one,
sprinkle it on top.
yeah, but the nutmeg is good to go in. So there we have it. So we're going to let these cool. Let these cool a bit while we're doing, did we decide we're going to take the break?
We're going to take a break, yeah.
You need a break.
My hand is cramping up, man, that spoon.
Oh, doesn't that look good, though?
It does. It smells delicious.
Oh, I just love it.
You lost your towels.
All right, so we're going to, I know doesn't seem like very much time has passed, but we're going to take a little break, give these a chance to cool down a bit, and she'll come back and demonstrate tea, and then we'll do the wonderful fruit-topped rice pudding.
Rice pudding, perfect.
Okay.
What are you doing? They can still hear us, so we'll come back in about 5 minutes. But I'm gonna make it an even. I guess it'll be like 7:30.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not.
What's happened? It's sideways.
Because you did something with the. I'm going to mute my mic, but there will not be any music during the break because we were having copyright issues. So there will be, we'll try to be quiet during the break. Welcome back. Welcome back. So Mom is dishing up rice pudding in the bowls, partly to help it cool off because it's still pretty hot.
It is.
So we're back from the break. We had one question. If you boiled the fruit topping longer to make it thicker, could you pour it over cake or ice cream?
Well, definitely over ice cream.
Yeah.
Over cake, you might want to increase the cornstarch a little, make it a little bit thicker. But I think it would work. Now, bear in mind, this had no added sugar to it, so it's not going to be super sweet like you would think of a lemon curd or something that you would put on a cake.
Right.
I mean, you could do it. Now, I think it would be really great on a slice of pound cake and then pour that over pound cake with some whipped cream. That would be really good.
Or an angel food cake.
Angel food cake, yeah. And warm would be really nice.
Delish.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so to the tea.
Yes.
So I'm switching it up tonight. I'm doing it a little differently. I already brewed all of the teas, and but I am going to show you what they look like in the tin, and then what they look like brewed. And I forgot to do this during the break. So,
and I wish you had the ability to smell.
That's what we say every time.
They're so good.
Is not a thing that we wish it was a thing.
We do.
So that out of the way. Because they smell so good. Now, so tropical, we think of fruit. All of these have a fruit flavor to them, all of these teas. So I brought 2 black teas, 1 white tea, 1 green tea, a rooibos, and a honeybush to show you what the different varieties are. So we'll just start from here and we'll work our way across. And so the first one is the white tea, and this was one that I created. Someone asked if I could recreate either a Tivana tea or a Tazo tea that had been discontinued. It was called Youthberry, and I can't remember if it was Tivana or Tazo. I think it was Tivana.
I think so.
And it took me a while to hit on what the key ingredient was that brought out the flavor, and it was pineapple. Once I figured out that it needed the pineapple, then it tastes just like Youthberry. Yeah, I think so. If that was a tea that you liked when it was out before it was discontinued by Tivana, I'm pretty sure it's Tivana.
I think it was. Tazo doesn't have that many.
Said it was
Tivana.
Tivana.
It doesn't have that many flavors.
Anyway, this is my version of Youthberry, and it's called Tropical White, and it is white tea. And it has mango, papaya, apple rosehip, orange pieces, hibiscus, and some flower petals. And it comes out with a nice pink color, and that's because of the hibiscus. I brewed it for a minute because it's white tea. You don't want to brew a white tea longer than a minute, maybe 2.
Maybe 2,
you want me to, and I was going to show in the tin. Yeah. And this is what it looks like. So it's not a large leaf white tea. It's kind of deceptive. It does have some big white tea pieces in there, but the white tea that I used for this one is more crushed up. But it's absolutely delicious, and I love it.
I remember ordering that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so the white tea, and then I'm going to skip over here to the green tea. And the green tea is new. I just added it in the last couple weeks, and this is Coconut Dream.
If it tastes anything like it smells, oh my word.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. And so this is green tea with coconut, and it's got some flower petals in it. I think it's cornflower petals.
Are they blue?
Blue.
Just a little.
But it's delicious. Now, I have the almond cookies green that is also coconut, but that has almonds in it. And so this is almost like that, but without the almonds.
And to me, it smells more predominantly coconut.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's coconut. Bless you. Thank you. Molly sneezed. Yeah, we didn't mention Dad, like normal, is on the camera, and Molly is monitoring the comments. She and her brother had a fabulous time at camp. So it worked out. They wouldn't have been with us last weekend. but they're here. So anyway, that's Coconut Dream, and that is the green tea. And so you can see the finished tea. It has that nice yellow color. I brewed it for 2 minutes. Don't brew your green tea longer than 2 minutes, or it will get bitter.
Yeah.
Some green teas, like a gunpowder green might be a little more forgiving on the time, but even that I don't do longer than 2.
No, I wouldn't say, and especially don't leave your tea leaves in there.
Yeah.
For the gunpowder green, no.
Yeah, definitely take your green tea leaves out of your tea, or it's going to continue to steep and get super, super bitter. That's why people don't like green tea, because they're oversteeping it.
And I know we've mentioned this before, but in case we have some new viewers, when you order a green tea in a tea room and they bring it to you loose in the teapot, one must have a tactful way to say to them,
or to ask them, to decant it or something, because leaving it in there, you're only going to get one good cup out of that pot. Yeah, your first cup will be the good one.
Yeah, so you might even, if you are a fan of green tea like I am, I would be tempted to order this in a tea room, but I think I would ask the waitress or the waiter, because it's a green tea, do you decant before, or take the leaves out? Remove the leaves before you bring it to the table.
Right.
And if they say no, ask them if they'd be willing to do that.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah, especially on green tea, because it gets so bitter, and it ruins the enjoyment of the rest of the pot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the green tea. So I've done white, green. I have 2 black teas, and they're not next to each other. Sorry. The first one is my Pina Colada, and it is black tea. It's got coconut chips, candied pineapple bits, and some flower petals. It tastes like it sounds. Pina Colada.
It is yummy.
It is a yummy black tea, without the alcohol.
Yeah.
So,
and super tasting over ice.
Yes, very good. And the tropical white is also very good.
Probably any of
ice.
These.
Yeah. Yeah, this one for sure is good. But yeah, so that was my Pina Colada, and this is what the black tea looks like brewed. I brewed that for 3 minutes. And what I used here was 1 perfect cup of teaspoon for each one of these cups, because these cups hold 5 to 6 ounces of water. And so when we talk about using a teaspoon for a cup, that we're talking about 5 or 6 ounces of water, not an 8-ounce cup of water.
Right. And those are available in the shop.
And I do sell the perfect cup of teaspoon.
Yes.
Yes. And I sell one for pots too.
Yeah, and those are really great to get into the tea bags that you sell.
Yeah.
Not only the tea sacks, but actually to spoon out of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to show those in a second.
Yeah. It's a nice long handle to get into.
Right. It is a nice long hand or your tins or jars,
right.
However you store your tea at home.
Right.
It's a nice.
It's an essential. It's a necessity.
It's a necessity. Exactly. Okay, so that was my Pina Colada Black. And then the second one that I brought to show is Passion Fruit Mango, that I think was new last year. I think I added it last year. This is a Pu'er black tea. And it's got rose petals in it and mango flavor. Passion fruit flavor. And,
mango is one of my favorites.
It's a nice black tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what it looks like in the cup. Pretty much the same as the other one. Again, brewed it for 3 minutes. If you like it stronger, use more tea.
Right. Or not a longer brewing time.
Not a longer brew. Although some people, some teas can tolerate a longer brew. Some black teas.
Mostly rooibos or herbals can. Yeah.
Okay, so that was Passion Fruit Mango. And then we'll come over here to the rooibos. This is new to the shop that I added in the last week or two. This is Hawaiian Colada. And this is a rooibos based, so it's naturally decaffeinated. You can drink it in the evening and it's not going to keep you awake. And it's got pineapple and coconut pieces in it and some flavoring to give you that colada flavor. Mm-hmm. And this one smells good too. Also, it has a hint of alcohol smell.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have alcohol in it at all. But It for sure has that.
It's something about the way the flavors combine.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's very nice.
It's a nice
scent.
it's a nice rooibos, and then you can see the rooibos is a little redder. It may be harder to see on camera, but it's a little bit redder than the black tea.
Right. Right.
And then the last one is honeybush base. And I just listed it today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fresh, brand spanking new hibiscus mint bliss. And this is what it looks like. And it is honeybush with hibiscus and spearmint. And that's it.
Let me smell that one. Ooh.
Yeah, it's lovely. And it comes out that nice pink color. Again, because this is not an actual tea, you can steep this longer, but I steeped it for about 3 minutes. This and the rooibos both got about 3 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than 3.
That would be great any time of day. And also, I'm thinking about if you have a summer cold. Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be
with
nice.
A summer cold.
The mint is a little bit cooling.
Yeah.
I actually found that I preferred it after it had cooled.
Oh, really?
I did add a little bit of sweetener to it. I think it tasted better with the sweetener. It brings out the sweetness of the honeybush more. But yeah, I liked it cold. Like once it sat for a while after I brewed it, and I forgot about it, and then I went back and took a sip, and it was cold and delicious. So I actually think it's better cold.
So it would be better over ice.
Better over ice.
Nice.
That's my sense. And it's not overpowering mint. It's a slight hint of the mint and a cooling effect.
Oh, nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. And I like hibiscus. I know some people don't like hibiscus, and so they avoid teas that have hibiscus in it. But if you like it, then I think you'll like that.
And they say it has healthy properties too.
They say that it can help blood pressure, which is part of the reason why I'm drinking it. But the jury's out on that. I'll let you know if my blood pressure improves. But so those are the 6 teas that I brought tonight, and that's about it on that.
All right.
Okay. So do you want to show that, or should I do this?
Well,
I'm just going to show them the new packaging.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll do the giveaway later.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanted to show you the new packaging. So this is, I posted in the group about the packaging that because of the tariffs, I'm not able to get the packaging that I've been using for years without paying an exorbitant tariff on it. And so I've been researching alternate packaging, and I managed to find this fabulous green bags. And so now all of the packaging for the teas, and that includes the 8 ounces, is going to be in these bags. The 8-ounce bags used to be they were more like a coffee bag. But I was never quite happy with that because it's not as airtight. So these have the zip, and they can heat seal. And so once you tear the flap up here, you can reseal the Ziploc bag to keep it
I think
fresh.
it looks really nice.
And I liked that it was the TFAR reasons
signature green,
the green. And so every tea will be in the green. I'm not changing up colors based on, whether it's a specialty or decaf tea. So decaf used to be silver, and then the specialties were gold, and everything else was green. Now everything is going to be green, and everything is going to be in a bag like this. Now, the 3-ounce tin, I'm still trying to figure out a tin, and I may have a solution on that. Unfortunately, the tins won't be green. They'll be gold.
Okay.
Because I think where I'm looking, they only have the 2 colors. So I think the tins will be gold. But if I decide to go with the tin, it's a completely different shape, which means I'd have to do a new label to work on those tins. So I'm still considering, do I want to do that, or do I just want to phase out the 3-ounce tin? So let me know in the comments what you think. I've sold a lot of tins. I think they're popular and they're nice for gifts.
They are. Yeah.
So I'm open to doing the tin. I just need to figure it out, and it'll take, like I said, redoing the label.
And they would be 3 ounces.
It would be 3 ounces.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of, my opinion, I think it's kind of nice to have that option, especially when you're looking for a gift.
Right.
for somebody.
Yeah.
It's a nice.
I'm leaning toward doing it.
Yeah.
It's just partly storage space in my house because I have to buy in quantity, and then creating the label.
Right.
It's like figuring out how to do that. So
Right.
I'm gonna figure it out. I still have some tins. So if you want a 3-ounce tin, I still have tins available on the website. But when I run out, if I haven't figured it out, they'll be gone until I figure it out.
Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
the packaging.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So we can show that was all I had.
That's all you
Until
have.
we get to the
Until
giveaway.
we get to the giveaway and announcement about next month.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we can move over here. All right. So what I'm trying to decide in my head, I don't want to add all this fruit to the sauce because there's more fruit than I really needed. So I think what I'm going to do is put some of the fruit on the top of the pudding. You think Jesse's going to want fruit?
I think he's not going to want fruit.
Okay, then we're just going to do the 3. Okay.
No fruit for my kid. They are my children.
Yeah.
I prefer no fruit.
Finicky kids. That's okay.
They don't want the fruit.
All right, then enough fruit. Get a little more pineapple on there.
Say what the fruit is.
Okay. Yes, the fruit. I think I did say, but
Yeah.
it's banana and mango and pineapple.
Yeah.
Very tropical.
Yep.
And I cut them into smallish pieces, and then we're going to add the fruit over the top.
Sauce.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Not doing that one.
Nope.
That's for kiddo over
One
there.
of them.
Yeah. So there we have it, right there.
Beautiful. Are you
And
the toppings?
And then the toppings, yeah. And I came up with, because we're on a tropical theme, very tropical, to have coconut and macadamia nuts. So we're just going to put a little bit of coconut on top.
Fabulous.
And then chopped macadamias. And as I said earlier, if you want to do something different, you can do the pistachios, which are fabulous too.
Or other fruit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just about anything. Peaches. Mm-hmm. We had the most wonderful blackberries this week that hubby ate all of them. And they were huge. They were from the farmer's market. Mm-hmm. And, but blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, just about anything you want to do.
Yeah, anything. The rice pudding is a nice neutral dessert that is delicious on its own.
It really is.
But you can literally put any kind of topping on it. And it'll be fabulous.
You can just have it as the original recipe, which is just with raisins, and the pistachios.
I'm anti-raisin.
That's why I left them out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, okay. All right. So back over there.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So the giveaway tonight, I'm giving away 2 bags of tea. The keyword is Tropics. And you only need to enter once. The way it'll work is how we've done it in the past is I'll get the list of all of the names and we'll do 2 drawings. Excuse me. Molly and I tomorrow afternoon out of the mug we'll pull 2 names. The first one gets a 2-ounce bag of the Coconut Dream. And then the second person will get a 4-ounce bag of my Pina Colada.
Yum.
And it worked out because I needed to do photography of the packaging, and so that's why I'm giving away packages of tea.
You're welcome.
A 2-ounce and a 4-ounce. Because I had to do photography for all of the websites where I sell.
Yeah.
And so you benefit from the packaged tea. So 2-ounce Coconut Dream, 4-ounce my Pina Colada, 1 person for each, and we'll do that drawing tomorrow.
Okay.
And then
Next month.
and then the last announcement is next month. Our Facebook Live is August the 9th, and it's Farm Fresh.
Farm Fresh. And just a little hint, we're going to focus on savory sandwiches. And tea sandwiches, and they will be in the cookbook. They'll be from the cookbook.
From the cookbook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
So, all right.
And that's it. So we kept it short. It's not even 8:00 yet.
We did.
Hey, just a heads up for you guys. I'm gonna post in the group. So if you want to do this, you need to be in the group. It won't be on the page. We've been doing these Facebook Lives for almost 5 years. Which is crazy.
It's crazy
to think about.
I know.
Okay, hold on. So I think our first one was September of 2020.
It may have been September, or was it the big open house we had? Was that the first one we did?
No, we didn't do.
We had a virtual open house.
We did a virtual open
but
house.
Maybe I think it was September.
We did one or two before we did the open house. So
okay.
Anyway, so we're coming up on the 5-year anniversary of the Facebook Live, and we are thinking that we need to kind of refresh how we do this, and so but we want your input. So I'm going to post in the group probably on Monday morning. I'll put the post asking for your feedback on what do you like about the Facebook Live, what do you wish we would do more of, less of, topics, how-tos, baking ideas, anything that you have had the thought, oh, I wish that they would do this, or I wish they would stop doing this. Let us know. And it's not going to offend us if there's something that you don't like. We want to refresh.
Yeah, we want to refresh. We want your opinion.
We feel the need to refresh,
and
we're kind of trying to figure out how to do that. And so that's why we're going to ask you, because you're the audience.
You're just not allowed to criticize tech support.
You cannot. Yes, no criticism. No criticizing our technical issues, because we are already aware of our technical issues. So that's one thing that we have talked about, is maybe moving away from doing it live and pre-recording, where we can edit out some of the wasted time and it fixes some of the technical issues. But then where we would post. When we post, we are available live to answer questions.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, because one of the things that we kind of took to heart time before last was the request that maybe, or the fact that you liked the shorter one.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the reasons why we made this one really short, to save some time by brewing ahead of time. So we do take things to heart, and we appreciate you. We appreciate your opinions. And Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, any chance you can make tea bag clips chains that are long enough for mugs instead of teacups? So the tea clips that I sell are intended for mugs. And they're not super long because mugs are all different heights. They basically need to be heavy enough to keep the tea bag from falling in. I understand the question and why you want a longer chain, possibly. I don't know that I'm going to be making any tea clips for a while. My life is pretty packed, and there's not much margin for extra stuff, and that means I'm not making jewelry. I'm not doing beaded tea infusers. I'm not, like, the extras that I used to have time for. It's gone. So I don't know that I'll be making any tea clips for a while. I was actually thinking about it today. I would like to have some fresh ones in the shop going into the holidays. I honestly don't know if I'll be able to do it.
You know, I think for both of us, for different reasons, we're kind of taking each day as it comes, each week as it comes. Yeah. And so we'll take that to heart.
Yeah.
But some things are just not possible. Yeah. So we'll, both of us will do the best we can moving forward.
Yeah. But I will consider making the chain longer on the T clips if I make any more, because I do understand wanting something to be a little bit longer if you've got a larger mug.
Mm-hmm.
But those are intended to be for a mug.
Right.
Because you're not using a tea sack in a teacup. I use the tea sacks and the teacups for the demos.
Yeah.
Just to make things easier. When we first started, I was using pots.
We were brewing pots. Yeah.
But I wasn't sure how much water, like our measurements were off because we weren't trying to do a full pot.
Right.
And we were wasting tea.
Yeah.
And so that's why we moved to using tea sacks in a teacup. So, I mean, if that's how you're brewing your tea at home because you like drinking out of a teacup and it's easier to do, more power to you. I don't think you need to use the tea clip.
Right.
In a
because
teacup.
it'll sit there and it's not going to, fall into the tea.
Well, it depends on the tea bag. I'm thinking of the tea sacks, but
I'm thinking of the tea sacks too.
Yeah. If you're using a traditional tea bag, it might be an issue. But
okay, I see. Like if you're getting, okay.
So I'm tracking with you.
Okay.
On needing a longer chain for a mug. So anyway, I won't waste any more of your time. But anyway, just be aware, going back to the freshening up the lives and how we move forward. Definitely be thinking what you want to see.
Yeah, and you're thinking about posting something on Monday?
Yeah, it'll probably post Monday morning.
Okay. All right, so be looking for that in the group.
Yeah, in the group. So if you're not in the group yet, make sure to come to the group. And you're not going to get approved if you don't answer the questions. I've had a lot of people recently request membership in the group, and I've had to decline because they haven't answered the questions. And I told them that. I decline with the questions need to be answered. So they're not invasive. Questions. It's just to weed out bots. So
yeah. Okay.
Anyway, that's it.
Good.
Yeah. So we'll see you next month.
Yeah.
On August the 9th
for Farm Fresh.
Farm Fresh. And
thanks for joining us.
Right. We do thank you for joining us and sticking with us all these years. For
really.
Long timers.
Amazing.
And
I mean, what started out just a COVID thing, something to get through COVID, and since we weren't doing a whole lot with anything else, and look what's happening.
Where we are. It's kind of crazy. But we appreciate you and hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Okay, bye.